most of them. They look a bit like large slugs stretched out on the rock. I really like this point because there's almost always a good breeze around this narrow part of the sound. Between here and Copper Point on the other side of the sound, it's only 300 metres across, so this breeze helps to keep the sandflies, which all along ridge ahead of us off the starboard side of the ship. There's only a few metres between each waterfall during rainy periods. Right at the head of the sound, the road from the eastern side of the South Island here terminates. The last point of the road is transport to come through. Prior to that, the only access to Milford Sound was by sea or by walking the famous Milford track. So a small boat has to bring the track walkers off just around a couple of kilometres of water to the boat terminal to deposit them back onto land again, where they either drive out of the area or perhaps fly out. The Milford track is only walked in one direction, from east to west. Tramp is to travel. If that happens, the number of people coming onto the track on that particular day, joining the track, for it's not even possible to fly to get the people over some of the impassable streams. We'll turn quite close along the edge of the sound here so you can get good views of Stirling Falls. And then as we go, well, we're right alongside Stirling Falls at the moment, and the land slip will start, vegetation, what soil is there, plunging off the sides, sometimes right from the mountain tops, right down into the sound. On the southern side of the sound at the moment, we're going alongside the very famous peak, Waka Peak, about 500 feet above sea level. So you folk are very fortunate today because Milford has a very, very wet climate. We have on average 7 metres of rain a year, and very, very heavy rainfall can be experienced sometimes. The record rainfall here is actually 9 metres in 1 year, and this very heavy rainfall is caused by moisture-laden air being pushed ashore by the prevailing westerly winds over the Tasman Ocean, picking up moisture as it travels over the surface of the sea. And when these winds, heavily laden with moisture, hit the rock walls of Fiordland, they're forced to rise over the mountains, where they cool down with altitude in the winter before proceeding down the coast another hour and a half to Dusky Sound. In Dusky Sound we pass through a passage known as Ackland Passage first, in behind a very large island known as Resolution Island, and named after Captain Cook's second ship, and then we'll go back out to sea through the entrance of Dusky Sound and the mountain alongside the ship. These are caused by we're going to have some photographers on that. We'd like to suggest to the passengers who see the boat passing alongside, give it a big wave, and hopefully you'll see yourselves on film later, giving a great big hearty wave to the crew, armed with their cameras in the boat, and in a day or so you should be able to get some good photographs, probably historically. Peak's a very impressive mountain, and probably the most photographed mountain in Fiordland. It's named after the shape of a bishop's mitre, or the hat that they wear, the unusual colours of glaciers on its highest slopes. Mitre Peak is 1,692 metres high, or 5,560 feet above sea level at its peak. temperature of the water in here is relatively warm usually. It ranges from 11 to 15 degrees. Oh, the photographer's boat is just about to enter the water, and like to make sure that when it comes along sides of the ship that you make sure you give them a great wave, get those wonderful photographs, wonderful memories to take home with you. Also, we're standing off the ship and getting some photographs of wonderful backgrounds, and with a backdrop of places like this, they should be quite elegant. Wonderful conditions for the kayakers. Some of you may have seen some of them out and about. Lovely place to visit. One day somebody may be tempted to come back to New Zealand and visit Milford Sound. I don't know if they can come out again.